Hey, and welcome to map 27 of the Plutonia experiment. This is Anti-Christ, and as you can see at the start there, I dropped off the side, and we grabbed ourselves a BFG and invulnerability, both are going to be incredibly useful in this opening area, because as you can see, we're being swarmed by a bunch of Hell Knights and Pain Elementals. I'm going to use the BFG here to clear up the stragglers. As we head down here, there's a chain gunner at the bottom who potentially could hit me if I let them. Gotta be careful because when we go through this teleporter here, there is a chain gunner. Usually there's a second one. I assume the second one must have died at some point. I'm going to try and take down this Arachnotron in this cage here. It'll just make things a bit easier later on. Didn't mean to go into that lift there, so we're just going to do that again. I want to get rid of this Mancubus as well. There we go. Hit this switch. It actually opens the door at the back there, where the plasma rifle is sitting. We can go up that lift, but right now I want to head across this walkway here. I did want to avoid that, but it doesn't really matter. Just gotta be careful because there's a Mancubus on that little platform there. Grab the yellow key card there. So this lowers a bunch of walls, including that one with the chain gunners. There is actually a secret to our left here, which I'm going to grab. By the sounds of it, all the enemies are in fighting, which is excellent for me. I'm going to head into this teleporter because it takes us back to the start. It means that we can take care of all these enemies here. It's worth getting rid of these guys here. You don't really want them following you through the whole level. We're going to use this invulnerability time here to get rid of as many enemies here as possible. Nasty little trap there with all the chain gunners in the wall there. Get rid of that. Oh, got hit by that rocket from a distance there. So annoyingly, there is a chain gunner over there who we can't actually kill. There is a arch vial hidden in the wall who will keep reviving that chain gunner. So instead I'm just going to grab these secrets here. Take note of that area there. We can't run onto it, but it is important because later on we will be heading in there to grab the blue key. We're going to head back this way. This level is not as big as it first appears. It is quite restrictive in where you can actually go. So if it looks big, don't fret. But it does have a lot of traps, like this one. I was waiting for that BFG blast there. Use the rocket launcher to clear out the enemies here. So as we head up here, there are two bony boys we have to deal with. This one here, who's just kind of here to be a pest. He's not really going to get near us at any point. But we do need to take care of this one here. Gonna get rid of that Arachnotron there. You can see the other one that we killed in the other cage. So that's opened up the Spider Mastermind. We won't be dealing with that until the end of the level, so don't fret about that. There's a bunch of ammo in this room and a super shotgun on the teleporter there. I do highly recommend grabbing all the ammo because the next room that we're going to be heading into is that trap with the blue key that we saw. See if I can get rid of you. Don't think we can. I'm trying to get rid of these bony boys over here, but I don't think we're going to be able to. It's hard to tell if we're actually hitting them or not. I think we have. So when you grab the super shotgun here, as soon as you kind of walk level with the blue key, the wall up there opens up and a bunch of enemies will start teleporting in. it is in your best interest to come into this area with as much health as you can. So you can see there, I've used the teleporter to get out of their range. The reason for this is simple, because all those enemies will not be going anywhere, they won't be following us. That lost soul there causing me an absolute pain in the backside. Yeah, this is not good. This is really not good. Okay, we need health. So whenever I play Doom, you'll notice that I always try to immediately get rid of the pain elementals, because pain elementals, while not dangerous on their own, the fact that they can launch lost souls into the levels, and the fact that those lost souls can then swarm you, especially if there's multiple pain elementals, is always a big fear of mine. As you can see, like, they are not afraid to chow down on ThatNukemGuy's face here. Okay, you two. Actually, I don't think that's a good thing. I was just about to say that may be a good thing, because he'll get rid of the pain elemental for me, but then I realised it's going to spawn a bunch of lost souls into the level to try and kill the Baron. So that really wasn't working in my favour, was it? No, it was definitely not. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we've got rid of the swarm, and I've got a bunch of health, so I'm okay with this right now. So you can see those enemies have kind of clustered around on that platform over there. So we're going to come up here and we're just going to aim down at them. You can see the Lost Souls are still wandering around the level. They're still hungry for ThatNukemGuy. Excellent. So I'm just showing you there, you can't actually run onto that platform. If you try, it just bounces you straight off. So these are those bony boys that earlier on I couldn't get rid of. Excuse me. Now we just want to get rid of the Arachnotron here. So I'm going to quickly do a dash through the level here just to grab as much health as I can. So you can see the Spider Mastermind way off in the distance over there. Just grab as much as I can here. I don't think I'm going to need all this, but I just want to make sure we get it right. There we go. So by clicking that switch, we can go to the exit here. But I actually want to just show you that chain gunner over there. No matter what we do with this chain gunner, it will always revive. Now I know that there's a way you can kill the Archvile. It requires like very specific shots and sort of splash damage stuff. It's really stupid. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to show you very quickly how this works, because it is worth showing off. You can see there's an Archvile hidden out of sight, and there's like a very small gap where it can revive the chain gunner over and over and over. But yeah, for most players, killing that Archvile is not viable. So I just wanted to show off how that mechanic worked. I do feel bad ragging on these Plutonia levels, but this is just another one for me that falls into the middle of the road. It's just not memorable. It doesn't really elicit any kind of emotion from me, because ultimately I just find some of the traps a bit cheap. I find some of the placements of the enemies a bit weird, and I think the start is very energetic. It's very gung-ho opening, but I think once you get past that part, the level kind of just becomes a bit of a crawl, and I don't know, like, some of these Plutonia levels for me, they just don't do it. And this kind of feels like one that could have been bigger, it could have been grander, because we are getting towards the end of Plutonia. I would want to see more from these levels at this point, but hey ho, what do you think of Antichrist? Do you think I'm being a bit harsh? Do you think I'm being too lenient? Let me know what your thoughts on this level are, and thank you very much for watching.